one foot usage. How do I use one foot? So I'm gonna break this part down really quick, but without my skates, that's how I start using one foot. I gotta understand balance. I gotta see where I'm at and know how to use it. All right. First thing I'm doing is I'm checking my balance. I gotta make sure I'm stable. All right. Do I have good balance? That's step one. Do I have good balance? Now, once the balance is locked in, then the next step is to jump from one foot to the other. Can I land? Can I land? Right? So now, with me understanding this, the only thing that changes, guys look back there, the only thing that changes with my one foot balance is that I add wheels and a heel to it. All right, I'm wearing platforms, baby. Now when I put on these platforms, right, can I still do this? Can I do this? Can I do this? Cool? So I'm checking that out. I'm also doing pistol squats, things like that, just to strengthen up that balance. All right, but we good with balance, right? So let's get into this whole one foot thing. All right, one foot usage. All right, so now I got my skates on. I'm doing the exact same thing that I just conditioned without skates. I'm checking to see if I have balance. Once I have the balance locked in, then I want to see how fast I can shift from one side to the other. Now, posture is everything. I got to make sure I'm still bent like this, right? While I'm balancing. Boom. So as I jump and switch, right? Obviously, the more intermediate, advanced you are, the more you're going to be jumping back and forth. As I jump and switch. Cool? As I hop on one foot. Cool? See what makes sense. Now, I'm going to take that same idea and I'm going to play. As I hop on one foot, can I get across? Cool. Can I get back across? Stop moving. Can you get back across? Cool. Same thing, can I get across? Can I get back across? Right? So that's one foot usage, right? I'm using one foot to make this thing happen. I gotta figure out how to continue to use this one foot. So now, the next thing I'm doing is I'm doing pivots laterally, right? So with one foot, I wanna go that way. But how do I go that way on one foot? I gotta practice on my heel and on my toe, right? I gotta know those edges because I'm going to slightly go on my heel to shift. Then on my toe, shift back. Heel, shift, toe, shift back. Cool, I made it to this cone. I wanna go back, but on the same foot. So on my toe, I'm inside, then heel, then toe, then heel. Cool, I made it to that cone. Let me try the other foot. Other foot. Because I'm going inside, I want to go on my toe first. Toe, heel, toe, heel. Go back. Now I want to go heel, toe, Cool? So that's understanding how to pivot across on my toe or on my one foot. Again, we're doing one foot balancing right here. One foot usage. So let's say I got that, Jay. I just want to practice traveling. Like I'm not good doing this on one foot. Okay, let's tone it down a little bit. Tone it down just a little bit. I'm gonna go from this cone to that cone. I'm gonna push, I'm gonna curtsy, and push off to that cone. And get there. Same thing. Curtsy, push to that cone. I want to go backwards. Curtsy, push to that cone. Backwards. push. Back off. Whoa. Alright. Now this is not going to be a super long lesson. The reason why is because when it comes down to 1 foot balancing, we're not going to really focus on a lot of different things. It's more so some of the things that we want to get to, right? So if 1 foot balancing is a swift move, like let's just say you guys are doing like a replacement, that's a 1 foot balance move, right? So if we keep that going continuously, 5, 5, 5, 5. See that? That's a 1 foot balance move. On hit. 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 Right? So you gotta understand how to balance at least on 1 foot. It don't matter which, well, it does. You kind of want to go both feet. You want to balance on both feet. Don't play yourself short. All right? Use both feet. Now, let's say, Jay, I'm a little bit more advanced, man. I want to start jumping on 1 foot, man. Ariel, what's up? J-Rock, what's good? I want to start jumping on 1 foot, man. This is what I want to do. I want to jump on 1 foot. All right? So what I'm going to do is, if I want to jump and turn, I'm going to get on that 1 foot and worry about jumping. That's step 1. Notice I use this leg to get me there, right? Use this leg that's in the air, come down, it launches up, all right? Down, up, down, up. All right, like some football, basketball training. Down, up. Cool? Now when I jump, I get to a certain point before I raise my heel and explode off my toe. I don't just get off of it right away. I wait till my peak reaches its height. Down, up, switch. Down, up. Cool. So now that I have that, the next thing I want to do is I want to use my shoulders, my upper body, and I want to turn. Pick a direction. It don't matter which direction. It don't matter which direction. All right? So if I'm on my right foot, I want to turn to my right. I'm going to take my body and I'm going to turn it to the right. Take my body, turn it to the right. All right? They gave me a 45 degree. I want to go 90 though. You want to squat? 90. Cool? 90 degrees. I want to go the opposite way on the same foot. Squat, 45. Cool. Really, I'm just trying to figure out which side makes more sense for when I do a 1 foot jump. When I'm coming towards you and I jump, right? Which side makes the most sense? Which side feels the best, right? Which side feels the best, right? That's what we're doing. We're figuring that out. I know already, but we're figuring it out. So now, I'm going to go 90 to the left on that right foot. 90. Cool. I like this side. This side is okay. Let's try this side again. Let's see if we can make more sense of that. Ooh, I got a little bit deeper than 90. But I like this side. It's more comfortable. So more than likely, if I'm on 1 foot, I'm probably going to pivot. These are known as inside pivots. We're using your inside edge. So I'm probably going to pivot inside because it feels better. Right? That's what I want to do. I want to go with what feels the best. I want to go with what feels better. All right, so what feels better? So let's try this left. Left foot. That felt cool. That felt cool. It just feels stronger. It feels stronger to go inside. So guess what? That must be what it is. It's an inside move. So now, When I have that understanding, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna apply it in real time. I'm going to step forward. I'm going to step forward and then explode. I'm going to step forward, explode. I'm going to step forward, explode. I'm going to step forward, explode, and I'm going to just feel how this feels. I'm going to step forward. Remember, I'm going inside foot, inside, and explode. Right? That's what I'm doing. I want to work that because when I start actually going, when I start moving, and I step forward, I want to be able to land it. As I start moving forward, I want to be able to land it. Now, when you're practicing these, you want to go small, slow and small. All right, don't be trying to go super fast and saying, what can I do to make this thing happen? Pivot or spin help, that's what we're doing. All right, so what can I do to make this happen? So now, with that being said, we're gonna come back to these 1-foot jumps. But to better understand these 1-foot jumps, we gotta do what? We gotta learn these 1-foot spins. Woo! All right. The way I'm using 1-foot spins, this is how I do it. All right, you guys can do this. You guys go here, and then raise your leg. Like a roundhouse, right? You can raise your leg, except for your leg is just gonna be tucked in. All right, you can go here, you can raise, you can tuck. Cool? That's what I can do, right? I'm gonna break that down, don't worry. I'm just gonna throw it out there. That's just an idea. I can go here, and I can tuck that in, right? Again, like one of the followers said, there's always one foot that's stronger or more balanced than the other. And it's just facts, okay? It's just facts. The way that I find that out, typically this is how it works. You guys ready for the tip? I went over this last time. If you ever play kickball, which foot are you kicking with? Keep that in mind. Which foot are you kicking with? All right? If I'm right-handed, I'm probably kicking with my right foot, right? So if that's the case, then which foot am I balancing on? Right? That's my stable foot. So if I'm kicking with my right, I'm probably balancing on my left. It kind of just don't make sense for me to be kicking with my right and balancing with my right. Right? That just don't work out too well. I'm trying to kind of make sense of that. Right? I feel weird trying to kick with my left and balance on my left. You just don't do that, right? So if I'm gonna kick with my left, I'm probably gonna balance on my right. Oh, okay, so my right foot might be more stable. Okay, my left foot might be more stable. Okay. All depending on which foot is kicking, right? So if my right foot is kicking and my left is probably the foot that I feel more confident on or comfortable balancing. Cool? So keep that in mind. I'm left-handed, so my right is more stable for me. Okay? But anyways, so now with these 1-foot spins, what I want to practice is this. I want to balance, and then I want to turn and rotate. Turn and rotate. All I'm going to do with this foot that's grounded is release the heel. Release. So all I'm going to do is release that heel. Once that heel is released, my rotation has already begun. All right? Once that rotation begins, that heel releases. Believe it or not, it's easier to balance when you're in motion. It's easier to balance on one foot when you're in motion. Okay? So as I release, on my left, I'm working on going to my outer edge, outside, to my left side. That's outside spins. I'm gonna go outside spin and release that heel. All right, release that heel and get that rotation started. Release. But I always squat into it. I never ever just stand straight leg and just release. I don't do that. All right? It doesn't give me a lot of leverage. I want to make sure I squat. As I turn to the side, I want to make sure I squat and then release. Okay? I want to squat and then release. Pull, squat, and then release. I want to squat, and then release. All right? So that's one of the spins made simple. You want to squat and come up. And that's the same thing with doing it on 2 feet. If I'm practicing on 2 feet, all I'm going to do is release my edges, my back edges. I'm just going to release those by lifting them up. That's a release. You're no longer grounded. Because I spin, I release, and that allows me to rotate. All right? Because I'm keeping the same energy, the same motion, except for I'm just doing it on 1 foot. I'm just doing it on 1 foot. Releasing. Right? Now, your power, base your power off what you can handle. Not just throw yourself into it and throw yourself down. I want to make sure that I can control what I'm doing. So if I can control my power and I'm good, I'm going to add a lot of power to it. Right? I'm going to add a lot of power to it. If I'm strong enough to handle that, or if I'm in a lot of control, if I am in control and I know I can handle that, then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just add a lot of power to it. Right? If I'm not in control, I got to understand how to get around. The best way to do that is to practice your degrees. 90 degree, 180, 270, 360. 90 degree, 180, 270, 360. And then after that, then you start practicing multiple turns. See if you get around twice. 1, 2. I almost didn't make it. See if we can get around 3 times. 1, 2, 3. I almost didn't make it. But you just keep going. Like you just gotta keep building up and seeing where your balance is. Alright, that's going forward and that's going backwards. 1, 2, 3. Right? Now your leg position is going to be based off of what's comfortable for you. Keep that in mind. So now that I have that understood, right? I know how to turn and rotate. I know how to turn and rotate. So now I just got to use that same lift energy from that squat to that explosion to get me off the ground. Same energy. Right? Same energy. That squat explosion gets me off the ground. Okay? So now, if I'm going to take the same thing and put it towards jumps, I got to know how to jump on both feet. We covered this already. Let me just recover it. Whatever foot's in front, or whatever foot's in the back, that's the side that I turn. Cool? So even if I'm on my left foot in the front, I'm going to turn to my right. Because that's the side that's back. Now I can do it the other way. It's just a little bit more difficult. I can go here while I'm on one foot and turn to my left. It's just a little bit more difficult. So what I want to do is I want to keep that same cadence where I'm on that one foot and I jump and make that rotation. Cool? Really hype yourself up. How do I do this, guys? What I'm doing is here. I'm taking my hand like a golf swing. Right? Like a golf swing. I'm not just rotating. I'm like a golf swing. When I swing up, that's going to be my power to get me up. Get me up. So I'm not just swinging across. I'm swinging up. So I'm swinging up. Here. I'm swinging up. Cool? Now when you hit it, you swing up. Boom. You can get around. You just got to make sure you swing up. Boom, swing up. Now it's not going to be up like that diagonally. It's going to be a lot of rotation, but it's going to be here. Throw yourself. Cool? So that's 1 foot jumps. Obviously, you can play with that by jumping over cones, whatever makes you feel comfortable. But I see some gifts. Hey, yo, thanks for the gifts. I appreciate it. Is that A? Appreciate y'all, man. All right, now, the next thing is this. When I'm doing 1 foot anything, do I have the wherewithal to stop on 1 foot? Can I do that? All right, so that leads us right back to our pivots. So when we're doing stuff, boom, boom, ha, 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 and we're stopping on 1 foot, keep that in mind. We're using our heel to stop our momentum, okay? Now, I know I gave you guys a cheat code yesterday, or not yesterday, 2 days ago, where I take this back foot and I stop drag to make that pivot happen a little easier, all right? It's the same thing, except for just go at a pace where you can control that stop, all right? The T-stop just slows me down to that pace. So if I'm going at this pace, if I can't stop, you'll know it, right? But now, 1 foot balancing is not just for like cool moves, but it's also to be super evasive. So if I do stop and I can't figure it out, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna jump to 1 foot. It's better, believe it or not. If I'm about to fall, I'm looking for 1 foot to catch me. I'm not looking for both feet. I'm looking for 1 foot. 1 foot's gonna catch me, right? If I'm about to fall, I'm looking for 1 foot to catch me. I'm not looking for both feet because it's a lot easier for me to find balance when I'm focused on one leg versus both, believe it or not. So when I'm doing stuff, if I'm spinning and I jump out of it, I'm trying to catch myself with that 1 foot. Both feet matters. All right, I'm just trying to find that 1 foot. Like that's what I'm doing, right? I'm not doing this. I'm not here. I'm not. Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm not trying to land on both feet. All right, that requires too much turning from my upper body. Like I gotta fix that. I'd rather just make it where give it a. Oh. Like I'm trying to catch it with 1 foot. 1 foot is gonna be the thing that keeps me out of dying. I don't want to die. All right. So that's what I'm doing. I'm using 1 foot to catch. All right. No matter what. Now finding that 1 foot. I gotta find that 1 foot. That 1 foot's gonna be what I use to catch myself. Right? I gotta use that 1 foot. Alright, so keep that in mind. So whenever you playing, whatever you're doing, the better you get, the more you gotta start focusing on using that 1 foot. Alright? Start mastering that thing because that's gonna help out so much. Now, I'm not gonna cover heel. I'm not gonna cover your heel. Alright, that's way too advanced. I can do heels, but that's just way too advanced. It's like for you guys, the reason why I don't cover the super advanced stuff is because y'all gonna try it. Y'all really gonna try it. And if y'all try it and y'all hurt yourselves, I mean, y'all can't get me for it. Y'all can't sue me for it, right? This is the disclaimer. You're doing this at your own risk. Look at that. Done. All right? At your own risk. Got it? But still, with that being said, folks gonna try it, they're gonna be like, damn, I messed up my leg, man, because I wasn't ready. He said, not me. Nah, but for real, so people gonna try it, and that's the thing. And so I try to cover the things that I feel like when we break things down, like here's your heel balance. Check this out, heel balance. I'm gonna put one heel in the front, and I'm gonna raise the toe of this back foot. That's heel balance. It's that simple. It's really that easy. Y'all try that, I'm comfortable with y'all trying that. Y'all gonna say, Jay said if I did this and I put my weight on this foot in the front and I just tilted my toe up, ooh, I'm balancing. I'm doing a heel manual, baby. Right? I got this. Right? But if I show you guys how we stand on the heel, if I show you guys that stuff, if I'm like, look, this is how we're gonna do it, right? Same exact way we learn how to do it on our toe, or whatever. If I show you guys this is how we're gonna do it, you guys gonna try it, all right? So understand that you just got to manage what you can do at first. Get comfortable on your edges. Get comfortable on your edges. Hey yo, look. Dang, I wanted to do this. I'm gonna do this today. Forget it. I'm gonna do this today. I'm gonna record this with this. Save the video. This is what we're gonna do. Cause I forgot what we got going on tomorrow. All right, but we're gonna do how do we dance on skates. Y'all ready? Those who are tapped and tuned in, you guys are in for a treat. How do we use our feet, our legs while we're skating to dance? It's not about the upper body. It's not about the upper body. Forget the upper body, right? How can I make my legs dance, right? How can I do the heel toe, right? How can I heel toe, right? Right? How can I do that? How can I do leg work, right? Like, how do I get to these points, right? Like, this is the fun stuff, Jay. This is what we all want. We want a boogie. I see you. We want a boogie, right? We want to dance. All right, so look. This is how you find some common dance moves, right? You find moves, and then you got to figure out how to put them on your feet. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take these off, and I'm going to put on this shoe, right? All right, so now, let's say I like to heel toe, right? I know how to heel toe. I got the heel toe, right? Because I used to dance, right? So I got the heel toe. So I'm fired with that, man. Y'all wanna battle? Go wide, whatever, right? This is what I'm doing. I'm taking one skate and off of a skate. And I'm trying to understand, right? And this is the foot that I have the most balance on. Right now it's not. My left foot, the balance is not better than my right, but you guys get the idea. I'm gonna take that foot and I'm gonna do my right. Like, I get that, right? See that right foot? Right, Like, I know what Like, I understand that rhythm, right? So now what I want to do with this left, and I just want to twist it on its toe. See that? Okay, Jay. So now to give it more effect, I'm not doing it facing straight forward towards you. I'm doing it towards the side. I'm here. Boom. Because that gives me a deeper effect, right? So I'm like, And then when I do it, if I have the balance, because this is the thing, when we have our other wheel on our heel, we got to try to balance a little bit on that. We're going to balance on it and step out. See that? It's going to be like, bah, bah. That's what makes it easier. I'm not doing these. I'm not doing these like that. I'm actually stepping into it like this because it's easier that way. So that's the illusion, right? So now, once I have this side, then I want to do this side. I want to emulate this to the other foot. Oh, okay. Oh, that's easy, Jay. How come you never taught this before? These are my moves, baby. These are my little secrets. So, as I step, 5, cool, bring it back, step, 5, bring it back, step, 5, bring it back, step, high, step, high. Once I have the rhythm of that, I'm like, okay, we solid. Obviously, I'm gonna do it with the other skate too, with the other shoe off. But because I just conditioned with both skates off, one skate off, the other skate off, right? Imaginatively. All right, we just conditioned. Now I'm gonna do the same thing. So if I'm gonna start with this right heel, I'm gonna go out. Then I'm gonna bring it back, left heel, out. Ooh, that balance is off. Let me get that again. Left heel, out. Right heel, out. Left heel, out. Right heel, out. Left heel, out. Right heel, out. And also what I'm doing is I'm jumping back to his toe. I'm bringing it right back to his toe. Toe, heel. Bow. Toe, heel. Bow. Toe, heel. bow, toe, heel, bow, toe, heel, bow, toe, heel, bow. So now I have a clear understanding of where I want to go. Cool? All right, so that's the heel toe. All right, so now let's talk about his leg work, right? So, let's say you guys know how to leg work off your skates. All right, mine isn't the sexiest because by this time I stopped dancing, so don't judge my leg work. Right? But we're doing some leg work, right? We're hit by, right? I just want to know how it feels. Boom. Right? I want to know how it feels. Feels good, cool. That feels great. Let me try with a skate on. Just one skate. All right, let's try with one skate on. See how I can get through that. Okay. All right, so now I switched out skates. Notice that. So, ba, boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba. Now it's about balance, right? Ba. But it still feels off, Jay. How come it feels off? Well, we just have on one skate, so we gotta try to pick up the speed. Right? Okay, cool. That made a little more sense. Picking up my speed. Now, can I do this with both feet? In the beginning game, so in the beginning, what you're gonna do is this. You're going to make sure you're pigeon toe. All right? Because that's how the footwork is. You guys try to do it like this, you're not gonna get it. All right? You're not gonna get it. Then you want to understand the steps. Steps 1, 2, 3, 4. All right? Well, it's really 1 and 2. 1 and 2. It's this. Hit 1 and 2. 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 Now, if I'm doing that 1 and 2. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Okay. So it's a 3-step process. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So now what's happening? Let's go pigeon toe and try it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is weird. This is weird, Jay. 3. That's the rhythm of it, right? So if you got the rhythm of it, all right, keep that, own that rhythm. Look, nothing changed. I'm just stepping. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, so now that I have the rhythm, the next thing I'm gonna do is this. I gotta get that kick, that forward kick. So that 1, 2, 3, that other foot's gotta be forward, right? But when I come back, I gotta go right back to pigeon toe. 1, 2, 3, right? And 3's gotta be forward. 1, 2, but it's hard to get across, Jay, sideways. I know. So now, what are some cheat codes that you guys can do to move that foot forward? So if I'm struggling to get across and I can't do it and I gotta turn myself, that's using too much energy. So what I wanna do is 1, 2, I want to start replacing my foot. So instead of going sideways, I'm going to go 1, I want to go 1, 2, 3. See how that back foot stepped up? Then as I step down, side, side, side. Then I want to start replacing. Okay, this is easier, Jay. This is what I needed. Come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, still don't look like leg work. Still don't look like leg work, right? But now you got the rhythm. So instead of you guys worrying about the side, now just worry about going forward. The only thing you got to add now to that is crossing that foot. Obviously, balance as well. You got to cross that foot in front. The foot that goes in front, bye. You have to go across. And then when you bring it back, pigeon toe, pigeon toe, pigeon toe, pigeon toe. 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 Pigeon toe, pigeon toe. Pigeon toe, pigeon toe. Now, it's obviously with the weight of your feet, you're gonna have to really work. Look, you know how long it took me to figure out how to make that happen? I'm the only one doing leg work on skates. I sure this is one other person, but nobody else is doing it. At least not online. At least not online. All right? So that's leg work, right? So now we got the heel toe, we got leg work, so we can play with that. Hey. All right, we can play with that. Let's have some fun. So now, Jay, give me another dance move. I need another dance move. All right. So let's get with the I forgot what it's called. What is that? What is it? Right? So you guys got these, right? Hard to do. Hard to do. Right? How can I even do that on my footwork without skates? Well, we know how to do it without skates. Let's just pretend like we're practicing to get to that point, right? So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this foot, because I know I'm going this way, right? Bang! Switch. I know I'm about to bounce, switch. Again, the foot that I bounce off of, I'm hopping on there first. Right? So, whatever. Cool? Let's try this left foot. This feel weird, Jay. No, that was all. I landed with the other foot. I'm scared, Jay. Now you gotta land with that boot. When that boot lift up, that boot jumps off, you gotta land on that boot and then come back down. So don't play yourself. Hit, ha. And then we hit, ha. And then we hit, ha. Wait, hold on. And then we hit, ha. Hit it. The hit it to the hip, hop, you don't stop. Rock it up, baby boy, to the boogie, the bang, bang, the boogie. That's the age right there. See, I'm a 30-year-old trying to be cool. You see that? 38. All right, so now, once I have that understanding, I'm hop, drop. I'm a hop, drop. This step is like I'm stepping on a bouncing pad. Ooh, whoa. Let me do that again. Ooh, whoa. Ooh. All right, let's try it with the skate. Let's do the skate. I got that, Jay. Let's do it with the skate. Okay, I'm feeling it. It's about to happen. Let's gotta get that rhythm. Okay, that's it. That's a rhythm. Okay, cool. I just gotta bounce, right? Bounce and hop. Let's go and bounce and that's all. That's all. Bounce and hop. Bounce and hop. Hey. Hey. And then we bounce and hop. Hey. All right, so now we're playing. So cool, we're good. All right. That's how you have fun with that. So that's it. All right. So now, what's the next one? We got some groundwork. You guys remember the spider? Who remembers the spider? I do in one of my videos. You got this. I'm not even gonna cover that. That's old school. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about some more footwork. So you have one where, let me get it right. Oh, it's a scoop. Scoop, ba, ba, ba. Scoop, ba, ba, ba. Right? Look, boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, ba. Right? All you're gonna do is use that as a gallop. You're just galloping side to side. I'm gonna take this left leg, I'm gonna kick it over and stop my momentum. Take this right, Out my face. Out my face. Mosquito. Take this right leg, kick it over. Step. All right. Practice that on your shoes. But I don't need to cover this. My knee dries over to not get to stop it. And then where it hits, the leg stays. Then the other foot comes across, hit, stays. I think that's pretty much it. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, you guys, if you guys know how to glide, you guys know how to glide on skates or on your feet, all right? Dang. I'm gonna do it, because I can slide them right off and on. All right, so let's just slide them on. Slide these bad boys on. So, you guys know how to glide. Remember, this is all leg work. I'm not showing you no upper body. Upper body's easy to incorporate. You guys know how to tut. You guys know how to wave. You guys know how to pop, 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 pop. Whatever you guys know how to do. Now I want to slide. I'm gonna glide like this, right? So how you do these glides, right? I got gum on my shoes, by the way. That's gum. That's gum on my shoes. That's what I call it. When you ain't did it for like years. Yeah, gum. Right? Look at that. Right? So if I got that, and I know how to do that, it's different when you have skates on because you got to use your edges. You got to use your edges to push off. So if I'm going to my right, and I'm sliding my right foot, right? I want to be on my toe, but how do I push off with my toe? I can't slide like that. So I got to be on my edge, and I got to turn my body as I do it. Right? So I turn my body, I plant. I bring it in, I turn on my toe, and glide again. In, turn, glide. In, turn, glide. Going the opposite way. Hit. I pull in, hit. Pull in, hit. Pull in, hit. Right? And it's really, that one's gonna be a little bit harder. I'll have to create like a tutorial for that one. But to do it on your skates, you're really using your edges. Heavy. You are heavily using your edges. As you slide, you shoot, boom, hit, 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 hit. Now I'm rolling, but when I'm really hitting it, it's like boom. It's like a boom, and you gotta pull. It's a drag. It's a press to a pull to a turn. Press, pull, turn. Press, pull, turn. Press, pull, turn, right? Opposite way, press, pull, turn. A good way to practice is just to do it laterally. Ha, ha. As I push off on my heel, and I pull in, right? Obviously, if I'm going in full circle, I'm not going heel. That's too much of a transition to do. Sound like I'm in the hood, right? I'm in Miramar, baby. So what we do out here, get the cops. All right, so anyway, so I push off on my toe. The toe is to help me grab and turn my body. The toe is to help me turn. Turn. I get on my heel to fake it, the illusion, then I get right to my toe. Right? So that's what you do with that, but you practice it laterally to help out. Laterally. Now that's totally different from doing knees, right? It's totally different from doing knees, right? It's literally an edge play. You gotta play with your edges. Cool. I'm glad I was able to do this for y'all, man. This was fun today. On a Friday. Fun today on a Friday. And I think that's it. Obviously the moonwalk, if you guys don't know how to moonwalk, you just moonwalk by grabbing the toe stop and pulling back. Grabbing and pulling back. That's the moonwalk. We covered that already. That's for the dribble. You dribble, you're moonwalking if you know how to dribble. just gotta plant that toe stop in the back, plant it, and then pull. Plant it and pull, right? Now when you hit, you hit your MJ effect, and you like, whatever it is that you do, right? I never been an MJ dancer. I always wanted to, but I just never took the time out to actually dive into it. But it will be fire, right? So now, when you have all that stuff, you put that together with your footwork. The easiest footwork to put that together with are your toes, heels. All right? Because I'm getting oh. All right? So, yeah. So tomorrow we on. I don't know what we covering tomorrow, but we covering something. All right? We're covering something. Other than that, man, y'all let me know what y'all want, because after Sunday we're done. We're done. Get my app, Skater Fit app, SK8RFIT, SK8RFIT. That Skater Fit app is going to give you a lot of this stuff, not the dancing stuff yet. I don't have that on my app yet, be honest, but it's going to help you out with your balance tremendously. So it's a Skater Fit app. DM me if you guys need it, but the link is in my bio. Thanks for the rolls. Yeah, DM me. Let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know what y'all want, and I'll get that to you. No matter how crazy it is, if I got to do some special effects, then to make it happen, then it is what it is. But I didn't check I got to check these messages. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I just been rambling like a goat, and exciting. Let's see here, bro. All right, good morning. I got everybody. Oh, Africa was on. Dang, Africa was on. Kicks will help warm foot. Yep, kicks help warm foot spins. Hurricane kicks. Same thing with pendulum kicks. All kicks. What's the best way to practice on one foot? Everything that I just covered is the best way to practice on one foot. If you guys check that out on my YouTube, this video saved on my YouTube. All right, check those out on my YouTube. Again, the link is in my bio. Terrence, got it. Terrence, don't hurt yourself, bro. Y'all funny. Venus, what's up? Hands be certain position. Oh, good question, Masada. If my hands should be in the most comfortable position possible. No matter what I'm doing, my hands are gonna be comfortable. If I'm here, I'm using them as balance. My hands are balanced. I look funny. I look silly sometimes. But some of you guys are gonna look like dinosaurs. All right? It's cool. Look like dinosaurs. Y'all gonna be like, ooh, right? Y'all gonna be doing y'all dinosaur thing. And that's fine. You embrace your dinosaur behavior, right? Bring that beast out. I'm doing with my hands. I want to snap my fingers and not dancing. You funny. Yeah. Right behind you, the top of it, structure. I got y'all, man. Whatever y'all need. This is you guys be straight. See y'all tomorrow.